Gemini, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Gemini, I'm going to be doing your reading from November 3rd to the 9th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent, past, present, and future. I'm going to see what is the main challenge, clarify all the cards, and get some final advice for you. I'm in your head, I'm on your mind. You know I'm a Gemini. I put the gem in Gemini. I woke up feeling extra fly. How you doing, my cutie patootie? Looking all this so good. Gemush, let's see what's going on for you. And I am wearing a brand new sweater. It's sweater weather. For you specifically, you're doing the grand opening. How do you feel about that, Gemini? I love my Geminis. Let's see what's going on for you. Thank you so much for being here, Gem. I really appreciate you. And of course, the Mercury is going into retrograde in the season of Scorpio, and it's your ruling planet. So a lot can be happening, but I got your back. Nice Ace of Wands here opening. Okay, so Gemini, your challenge is the Fool, which is about a brand new beginning here. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So Gemini, your challenge, which actually hasn't come out in a while, is the Fool. And this is about a brand new beginning. It's about a fresh start. It's embarking and entering into the unknown. And you know, Mercury retrograde happening now can bring its own challenges. I do strongly feel like here that this has a lot to do with many of you coming into this realization, whether you want to stay with someone or you want to wait for someone or you want to completely have a brand new beginning. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. And you know, you've been really debating about this for a long time within you. I think you've been thinking about this. So we're going to clarify and see why this is your challenge in a minute. In the recent past, you have the Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the Page of Swords. So in the recent past, I feel like there was a brand new beginning between you and someone else. I do get the sense of here, some of you were either gonna get married or this relationship was gonna go to a very specific direction for many of you. Definitely clarity, okay, existed in the beginning of this relationship, but I feel like something must have happened that maybe you and this person were not on the same page over time, because the Page of Swords here is someone that kind of like decides and says something out of the blue. You know, maybe someone here said something and we're going to clarify to see what happened. In the present moment, you have the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. So in the present moment, there is love coming towards you very fast. Okay, I'm getting here possibly a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this love entrance, this entrance into your life can lead to family. It can lead to a lot of happiness for you. Okay, for many of you, we're gonna have to see if this is someone brand new or if this is someone that you already know, because this can mean a lot of things. What is this news? Something is coming towards your way, headed towards your way that you may not even know or you may not maybe were expecting. We're gonna clarify this shortly. In the near future, you have the Devil, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So in the near future, I do strongly feel like here that you're going to address something with someone before you would even proceed forward. Okay, a lot of you are dealing with the Capricorn, could be another air sign like Libra, Aquarius, or possibly a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You're going to address something. Something here might be toxic or unhealthy. So someone here wanting to make an offer to you doesn't really mean that that's how it's gonna be, right? That's how they're gonna be. They have to really, maybe I'm getting here with the Devil. Someone here needs to get rid of something toxic or unhealthy in order for them to be with you. Because you are kind of standing between two rocks. You either wanna let go of this person, of this situation completely, or give it another chance. We're gonna clarify and see what all of this means for you. So we're gonna start out with the Fool, which is your challenge, and we're gonna see what is it that you need to know about this brand new beginning and entering into a new chapter. So Gemini, the Fool is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Empress, and the Strength at the bottom of the deck. So for many of you, I feel like you're trying to gain clarity. What is the spiritual connotation of this relationship? What is the spiritual connection, right? There is definitely some sort of a deep spiritual awakening that's happening within you. And I think that a lot of you have been really working on yourself a lot. You've been doing a lot of internal work, Geminis. Many of you are really working hard on like your inner child. You're letting go of toxic people out of your life. It's like a brand new chapter starting for you. And I feel like that when it comes to this situation, you want to make sure that this person is in alignment with what you truly want. And when it comes to in alignment is many of you want children, or maybe you want just like to be in a very healthy, nurturing relationship. A lot of you have had many relationships in the past, Geminis, where you dealt with people who were either narcissistic or who were toxic, who constantly took away from you, who were taking away from you. And this is something that you don't want to repeat in this relationship with this person. So this brand new beginning here is it's very promising, okay? It's very promising here with the Strength card. I think there is a lot of love. There is a lot of focus on how can we make this situation better? How can we make this situation work? But there is something that's kind of, almost holding you back, not to really go into this situation full force. Something is holding you back, okay? But this new beginning here, maybe that's your challenge, right? And it can be a little bit confusing because your ruling planet, Mercury, it's the planet of communication. It's the fastest planet that goes around the sun. And, maybe there might be some things that you need to kind of like slow down a little bit before you finalize, or maybe an important conversation that you may need to kind of like hold off a little bit, or be a little bit more patient, because there is definitely a new beginning on the horizon for you, which seems to bring a lot of happiness, but you need to move very cautiously, especially within the next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So let's talk about these Ace of Wands in the recent past. If you know, this is one of my favorite cards. So the Ace of Wands in the recent past, dear Gemush, is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So I feel like in the recent past, somebody came back into your life with the Six of Cups, okay? There was definitely a soul connection here between you and another person. This person could have been from a different location, from a different territory. When the offer came in and this person tried to make an offer to you and be with you, I think that there is something that was still kind of blocking you. You couldn't clearly see in front of you, like the future with this person. Whoever this person is, I feel like that when you met this person, you felt like you've known them. Like you've known them way before. Have you ever met someone that you feel like you've known this person for like 1,000 years, right? That kind of a connection between you and this person. Definitely with the Empress here, a lot of nourishment, a lot of nurturing happening between you and them. So the Empress is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. I do feel like here you realize that this person was meant to be part of your destiny. One of the things that was very triggering for many of you, Gemini, in the past was this on and off energy. This person being in and out of your life. And then once you were focused on yourself, and every time you would say, I'm done with this situation, I don't want to think about this person, I don't want to do anything with them, all of a sudden they would show up, and either energetically speaking, you would kind of feel like they're around you, or maybe there would be signs and synchronicities that would remind you of this person. I'm also getting here, there used to be some conflicts between you and them. It was a very intense connection, meaning you and this person mirrored a lot of things back to one another. A lot of spiritual lessons also that were learned during this connection. So the Page of Swords here, there was a decision that was made. Someone here maybe just cut you off, or whatever this situation was. I think someone here wanted to be on a specific page and there was a disagreement, okay? Now, in the recent past, I feel like with the Strength, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups, you did have the intention of wanting to take this to the direction where you and this person could settle down, could be married with each other. Again, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm getting here strong Leo energy as well. The Knight of Swords here is this anxiety, okay? You constantly had that's why I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit out of breath in your reading, honestly. This is very weird. Anytime I come into a Gemini reading, I don't know if it's the sweater that's heavy, I don't know, but I feel like a little bit out of breath. It's like You have been thinking a lot. I don't know whose energy I'm picking up on. Like, it's been very heavy for you. It's been very difficult because you and this person, ever since you wanted to marry this person, wanted to be with them, there is something about them that they have told you or said that causes you a lot of anxiety. I don't know how to explain, Gemini. It's so complicated. You know what I mean? Let's move forward. I'm going to pick up on some other messages here. I just need to like really, because I don't know whose energy I'm picking up on. Some of you have been really having a hard time sleeping last night, or you're maybe out of breath. You need to do some more nervous system regulation and breath work. So there is some sort of news coming towards your way. 8 of Wands, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the King of Cups. Yeah. Somebody here wants to work things out with you. 3 of Pentacles, Hangman. The Hangman is Pisces. Okay, the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again. So I do feel like here there is a realization that this person is having in terms of seeing this situation from a different perspective. Speaking of anxiety, I don't know, maybe panic attacks, maybe some of you are really having this high intensity, you know, it's good to do some breath work. It's good to, you know, go outside, maybe walk, or maybe do something that's going to help you alleviate that energy, Gemini. So I feel like that in the present moment, somebody here is heading towards you, sending you a message, you know, like many of you shared last time or in the previous videos, that some of you did receive the messages here, okay? And somebody, they were like, no way, this person sent me an email today. I saw that comment as well. So, you know, out of like nowhere, right? No contact. But someone here is making an offer and they're communicating because they want to collaborate with you. They want to work something out with the 3 of Pentacles. And this comes also along with some sort of a apology, okay? An apology here. So I think a lot of you are not so sure about this apology. It's like, this is what you want, but you're not sure how to take it from there. The Page of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. The reason why you kind of struggle, you know, with when it comes to taking it from there is because there is some trust issues with this situation, dear Gemini. With the 7 of Swords, I don't know what happened in the past. Maybe there were a lot of questions that you had. Maybe you kind of really question yourself. Does this person truly love me? Do they really want to be with me? You know, major questions kind of like circling, going around in your head. And I feel like that a lot of you are kind of being guided by the universe not to rush back into this connection, not to overreact, not to react, not to take anything, you know, not to make any promises, not to initiate anything, right? 10 of Cups here, there could be children involved in this situation with this person. That could be for some of you. The 10 of Cups is clarified by the Justice, the 2 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. And the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you are possibly in like a current separation with someone. I don't know if there is any legal matters involved in it. I don't touch those topics, but I feel like that some sort of situation here ended very painfully with the 10 of Swords, and you kind of feel betrayed, or you feel that this situation didn't work out the way that you had anticipated. And now you're kind of like between two rocks. You know what I mean? You either want to completely let go of this situation and move forward with the 2 of Wands. You have a future ahead of you. You have an amazing life ahead of you that's waiting for you, Gemini. You know, and if there is children involved, then that's a different story. Of course, for many of you, it can be quite challenging. But I do strongly feel like here is that you're also seeking justice. You're seeking peace. You're seeking karma. You're seeking, I mean, not karma, but like you're seeking to get rid of a karma. That's what I meant to say, like to release and let go anything, any pain, any resentment, because in order for you to have this brand new beginning, whether it's going to be by yourself, whether it's going to be by this person, with this person, I do strongly feel like here is you're going to have some sort of a brand new beginning. But, you know, this is what you wanted, but it's like it's in front of you and you don't really seem to really put your 2 foot into this forward into this situation. It's like 1 foot is inside the door, the other one is outside of the door. The reason why, Gemini, because something here is kind of making you to hesitate a little bit with the 7 of Swords. You know what I mean? And that's why in the near future, moving forward, we have the Devil, the Queen of Swords, and you are the Queen of Swords. Okay, you are the one that makes a very firm decision. You're somebody that's going to be looking into this situation from a very, like a logical, analytical viewpoint. The Devil here is telling me that something here is binding, okay, or blocking this situation or from this person moving towards you. I don't know if there is a third-party situation or not, but the devil here is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Hermit, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, so a lot of you could be an age difference, and you're also kind of questioning, does this person have someone else in their life or not? You know what I mean? The Hermit shedding light onto the Page of Wands also is telling me that if this person is coming towards you and they want to have a brand new beginning, or you would want to have a brand new beginning with them, you still are hurt. Do you see the Three of Swords behind the Hermit? So you're still disappointed. You're still hurt over the fact that this person, either might play some games or, and of course, we're not here to put anyone down and sign down, Gemini, but something here is telling you to kind of hold back. Don't rush into it, right? And even if this apology comes in, you just want to make sure, is this something that this person is really, do they really mean it? Or is it just for the sake of them wanting to be back with me? The Queen of Swords, you seem to be really stepping into your power in the near future, Gemini, with the Queen of Swords. Of course, it's not a gender specific. King or a queen, Gemini is still the king and the queen, you know what I mean? Major decision you're gonna make. You are an air sign, so you got the team, you got the details, you got the data. So execution of a decision. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, and the Temperance at the bottom of the deck could be dealing with the Sagittarius. So a lot of you, you have changed your perspective, Gemini, going from like, I want to pursue a relationship, I want to marry, this is what I want, to like, I still want to do that, but also I want my career, I want my money, I want my bag. Honestly, there is nothing wrong with that at all, but it seems like your stability, your success, your financial situation that you could have had was delayed because you were entangled into this kind of a situation that was going on and off, hot and cold, back and forth, right? It was kind of like holding you back and kind of keeping you in a loop, and you don't want that anymore. You have changed your perspective, so you're deciding to follow some sort of a tangible action-oriented plan where there is going to be a lot of action happening, where there's investment. How is this person investing into the relationship physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally, right? That's going to be a major factor here for you, Gemini, because there is something about house, buying a house, a mega house, you know what I mean? Starting a business here. It's like you have played around a little bit too long, or you have been played for too long. You don't want that anymore. You know what I mean? Before you even would proceed forward with whoever this person is that wants, like, almost they want to hold your hand, and they want you to go with them. But it's like, I see here, Gemini, not gonna resonate with everyone, like this person kind of like pulling you by your hand, and you wanted this to happen, but you're not so sure like to put your next foot at the front, you know what I mean? The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. You know what I'm saying? Literally, even the cards are right here confirming. So uncertainty, it's exactly what I was just saying. Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, because you have been hurt in the past. That's the wounded soldier right here, Gemini. You already have been hurt in the past, and you don't want to experience that again. You don't want to be in this place of uncertainty, kind of being left out, or being the third wheel, or being the side chick, side person for this person. You want full commitment. That's why what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. And this is talking about you wanting to have that full, clear, like clarity before you would even go into this situation full force. Because a lot of you are going to hear back from this person. A lot of you, there is going to be some sort of movement happening. It's not like it's the worst situation, but also it's a situation where you are wanting to like be confident before you step into the unknown. You know, here is the thing, Gemini. From the bottom of my heart, I'm going to tell you right now. Seeing angel numbers, signs, synchronicities, 222, 888, like it's one thing, right? But you got to also pay attention to your intuition and how your higher self wants you to align with this situation or with this person before you would move forward with them. Okay? Before you can create this harmony and this peace with the Temperance in order for you to have a brand new beginning. Let's see what is the advice for you, Gemini. Because also someone here could be seeing you completely focused on yourself and focusing on your career and your business, and they're like, oh, Gemini is so solid, I want to see what they're up to. You know what I mean? So you have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. It's like, I feel like this person, again, which showed up here with the clarification, I mean, with the Three of Wands, there is another Three of Pentacles. So there is a strong desire here for this person to work things out with you. And I'm seeing here like marriage or getting back together, not a pentacle, stability again, right? We saw remember when I was clarifying the Eight of Wands, Gemini, which is the card of communication and news, literally talks about, clarified with the Three of Pentacles. And it's again, the advice here for you is to see how stable is this person, right? How is this person embodying this King of Pentacles energy? Is this person really coming in with the intention of settling down, grounding this connection? Because we're also approaching into the full moon in Taurus, and Taurus is really encouraging us to look into our self-worth. How much are we valued, right? How much are we appreciated by someone else? And you know, there is a lot of financial questions that are going to be discussed, even though this is a love relationship, but it's not just oh, lovey-dovey. You got to pay some bills, right? You got to take care of certain things. Who is the breadwinner? You know, how much are you willing to extend yourself? You know, make sure you're not overextending yourself. So it's just really seeing how solid is this person coming into this relationship. If they're coming in with the intention of working things out and forming a family and living under the same roof and having a happy ending. Okay, so, and that's going to be up to your discretion and to your intuition, because you have a very strong intuition, Gemini. And you tend to see two sides of the story. So go for it. Gemini, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.